a lot of cool stuff that Petr does. Just wanted to understand more.
Project is about bridging the gap between fiat and crypto. We allow customers like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Ledger, Telegram Wallet to provide to their end users the opportunity to easily buy crypto.
So crypto will be more accepted if you just take it not just as an investment instrument, but blockchain as a solution to a real life problem. And obviously crypto and blockchain are inseparable in most of the cases.
And people love the narrative about being in control of your crypto, but then they say, okay, it's nice narrative, we are happy to follow.
Hello everyone, this is Sudeep from TOKEN2049 and reporting live, joined by Petr from Mercuryo. And Mercuryo is basically an on-ramping solution that provides a number of things from like turning your digital assets into real fiat money and turning there are a lot of cool stuff that Petr does. Just wanted to understand more about it.
Thanks a lot for having me here. I'm Peter. I'm CEO and co-founder of Mercuryo. The project is about bridging the gap between fiat and crypto. We allow customers like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Ledger, Telegram Wallet to provide to their end users the opportunity to easily buy crypto with a bank card or with a bank transfer using Apple or Google Pay, easily off-ramp or use a bank cards if you want to use your crypto. So making the movement from fiat to crypto and from crypto to fiat really easy.
So this kind of solution, this kind of business is much prone to regulations because, if you are working in a crypto environment, it is much easy to circulate the digital assets across the wallets. But whenever a bank touches it, a whole plethora of regulations, licenses, and everything opens up. So you would like to understand how are you dealing with the licensing and regulation perspective in this case?
You're absolutely right. The moment we get out of this Web3 bubble, so let's say the problem starts for regular Web3 project. But for us, it's a regular environment. Mercuryo is regulated from the day one. From the day we started in 2018, we had a license. And at that time, it was not pretty straightforward. A lot of players, they said, like, you don't need a license. We are disrupting this fiat world. So you're going in the wrong way. People were doing on-ramps without KYC or off-ramps without KYC. Now we don't see those players. And it proved to be the right way. But at that time, in the beginning, it was not so easy to navigate. So we had experience from our previous businesses. From day one, we decided that we want to get licenses where fiat touches crypto and vice versa. So, and it is one of the key pillars for the company. It's our DNA that we build really great products, seamless products, easy to use, but in a fully compliant way.
Compliance has been the key, I must say. Those who have been compliant have found it very easy to survive in the market. And those who were just talking about decentralization and anonymity, I think most of them have faded away already.
Yeah, it's not easy for crypto project, for people, great builders who know how to connect different chains, to provide smart contracts. It is really hard for them to get to the ground and understand with tons of information, tons of text that exists sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't exist. To understand what regulators and what banking partners are wishing to have from you. And for some of the players, moving from purely building a tech product to trying to get the licenses, it was a really tough decision, and a lot of them haven't succeeded in that. So they slowed in terms of tech product. They didn't get much traction. They got the license, but then you need to also to operate it. So it's a tricky path, and I think that the concept where we are working on the licensing, on building these rails that really fit into our partners, decentralized players, non-custodial wallets, in their flows, and makes the user experience like the same as we have today in Web 2, in banking, in trading apps. But doing the same in Web 3 is really important, and this is what our customers love about us.
So you seem to be a man who knows what he's doing. So before coming into crypto, what was your background?
I have been doing online payments for more than 15 years.
I mean, that brought you to this space, right?
Yeah. I built a few IPSPs from scratch as an employee, then had my own cross-border payment provider, and we knew how to build compliant solution, how to get the electronic money institution license, so the type of license that Revolut had before they get a bank license. So we know how to navigate it, and we actually had some feeling and experience that we can use this fiat compliance framework in crypto. So now a lot of companies, they find that's okay, now we are, let's say for example, custodial wallet, and we need to separate customers' fund from our own funds. So, and it is called safeguarding of funds. And in fiat world, it exists, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years. So in crypto, and only with MiCA coming in place in Europe, so some of the companies start to, okay, we need to have separate wallets, custody, we cannot mix it without, we need to make reconciliations. So we knew how to do it before. So, and I think that's actually crypto is a kind of next step of fiat. So, and the regulation in crypto will be pretty the same, not exactly with some nuances, but the narrative will be close to what we have in fiat regulation.
You brought up a very interesting point, that is narrative. How much do you think narrative affects the industry?
I think there might be different narratives. So
let us not talk about narrative, let us talk about the impact of narrative.
So there might be good narratives and let's say some narratives that are
in general
and used for hype. And a lot of people think that crypto is about hype and some extraordinary behavior.
Even say it is a scam.
Yeah, but I think that, and we see it during our journey, that crypto companies actually start to mature. So, and the narrative of like, let's disrupt, let's build something, we don't know yet what, but let's do it. Swift moves to like, guys, we know how to build, we know who will use it, and that's why we are building it. So I think the impact of just say telling the great story moves to executing the great story, and the second part is that really finding use cases where crypto is really used. So we saw it a lot in previous cycles where people say, okay, let's add blockchain anywhere and it will improve anything in like 50%. Now we know it doesn't work. There are some spaces where blockchain is really useful, it's good, but some places you don't need blockchain. So now people think about use cases where it can be used. So now we are thinking about stablecoin transfers, using stablecoin as a real rails to execute payments faster, quicker, cheaper. That's a great use case. But we don't need stablecoins anywhere. In some countries, it's easier to use regular fiat rails. And in this concept, is actually how we think about crypto in the future, is that crypto won't replace fiat. Crypto will coexist
as an instrument.
Exactly. And you as an end user or as a company will decide, okay, today it is easier for me to use crypto to execute the payment because it is cheaper, quicker, more convenient, or I can just make a regular fiat payment.
So I mean, just asking you about things. Is this your first time coming to Token 2049? Or you've been here early?
I think it is already becoming a good tradition. I think it's maybe fifth or sixth token. Really love the city, love the vibe, and love this atmosphere of a lot of people coming here. It's not only Southeast Asia, but we see a lot of familiar faces from the US, from Europe. So it's a great hub to meet one more time. So I even see some of the friends from London and say, okay, we are not meeting in London for, I don't know, half a year or 1 year. So meeting here, it's a good tradition.
I mean, why I asked you where I'm coming from is that in the earlier edition of tokens, there was a more of a hype about the meme tokens. Everybody was going gaga over memes. And people were like having all sorts of pump and dump, rug pull activities with meme tokens. But don't you think the narrative has improved a bit? There are more projects which are building on real life use case scenarios. There are more projects which are building on facilitating the real life problems rather than just crypto as an investment instrument.
I think so. I think that those companies who try to solve real use cases, they benefit from that, because with hype, it might be like really great 3-6 months, but then you just face reality and you need to work on the product, find the customers, earn money ultimately. And with just pushing some fun investing, sometimes betting, gambling part,
I think it have to and work a lot.
yeah. So it's not sustainable, and as industry matures, as more people are starting to think about what are the values we want to bring, what are the problems we want to solve, so it is getting less. It's still there. It is still kind of some part that's is connected with crypto. So, but I think it is becoming more grown up, let's say, industry mature.
That's fair. I mean, this is what my observation has been, that more real life problems are being solved, and that is the key to the adoption of the technology. So crypto will be more accepted if you just take it not just as an investment instrument, but blockchain as a solution to a real life problem. And obviously, crypto and blockchain are inseparable in most of the cases. So coming to that kind of thing.
And you mentioned the thing about mass adoption, about coming our daily lives. We just had interesting survey that we had with protocol theory about using of non-custodial wallets, and we have quite interesting insights there. So that people actually, non-custodial wallets, we as a crypto guys, we know what is it, we use it, but like just 1 from 8 in the US knows or uses crypto non-custodial wallet. So although 1/3 is in crypto using some centralized solutions, and people love the narrative about being in control of your crypto, but then they say, okay, it's nice narrative, we are happy to follow, but if they start answering the question, why don't you use this solution, there are a few things, like basic things, that it doesn't fit as for today in their daily life. So they are used to a kind of different user experience with Web2 project, with neobanks, and they want to have something the same in the wallet. And it's not actually hard to make if you do proper product where it is easy to onboard the new customer. So leave all the settings for like recovery phrases and other things. So for later, just give a straight, easy onboarding, things like this. So the adoption is not only about solving the use cases, but it is also about working with perception of the end users. And there are quite a few things we can do easily, not just building something, but just telling the message, what we are saying, and working on interfaces.
That's fair. I mean, adoption comes once after the technology is more accepted and actually it is touching real lives. But what I feel is that blockchain as a technology will be more hidden behind the curtain. The front end, the UI UX will remain the same, but blockchain as a technology will remain hidden because it is just a tech layer of tech. But what will drive the industry more is the AI coupled with blockchain. And obviously, to enter into the blockchain ecosystem, something like your gateway, I mean, you provide basically the gateway to enter into the blockchain ecosystem. I mean, on-ramping, off-ramping, both the things. But this is one part to what you are doing. I'm sure you are building something up other than this as well. I have this fear. I mean, I have just hunch. I don't know it from anywhere, but I'm thinking that you are having something other also else also in mind.
We are constantly working on something new, and we launched this year a partnership with Mastercard for issuing the cards, for solving the problems of real spending, because coming back to narrative, people already more or less know how to get into crypto. But then the question comes, okay, I have crypto, maybe I was lucky to earn in trading, so what shall I do with it? How can I use it? And the answer is not straightforward. So, and thus we launched a card that can be linked to the crypto wallet, and you can easily top up and spend buying coffee and Starbucks as you are used to. We are working on a few more things. We just I think big part of the product building is having the insight, and that's why we just published the report I mentioned about mass adoption. And we really wanted to share with the market what we found out, and I think for some of the partners, custodial wallets here, they were really interested and impressed with the number of insights there. And definitely there are a few more things. I can't cover it, but stay tuned, and in a few months they will follow quite interesting announcements.
That's great. So this is Peter, and from Mercuryo, and they are building a basic solution that is on-ramping or off-ramping, but this is not where the world ends. They're building on something that is really cool, and in the times to come, we might see more such announcement on CoinGabbar from Peter, so that we can bring up more stuff, interesting things, and some cool new projects that he's building on the blockchain. As of now, this is Sudeep signing up from TOKEN2049, and we'll keep bringing you more interesting updates from here. Till then, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.